Brothers and sisters, super welcome to this video. Guys, today we're doing a bit of a recap on the Realms Deep 2023. I will go through all the best announcements for all of us boomer shooter enthusiasts, and let's not waste any more time. Let's just get into it. We finally got a demo drop of Phantom Fury, which is pretty damn awesome that we did, meaning the game is alive, it's kicking, but how is it doing? I mean, the demo, it didn't comfort anyone, I think. It is loaded with bugs and other technicalities that just doesn't work as intended. While the game, it does show a lot of promise, with a ton of interactivity and beautiful environments, the demo, it just does an awful job at showcasing that. As I said, it is loaded with bugs and other things that just breaks the experience totally. Now, if you ask me, I would highly suggest you skip out on this version of the demo and wait for something a bit more polished, just so you don't break your first impression of the game. But if you're like me and just can't keep your fingers off, I totally understand. Go play it. At least now you know what to expect. Divine Frequency, the hardest Doom mod in existence, is getting its own standalone release on Steam. But that said, the mod is not bad in any way, shape or form, and you can go play that right now if you own Doom 2. But if you do want a more polished experience with overhauled assets and fleshed out mechanics, then I'd say wait for the standalone game to drop on Steam. One could say that this is truly a Souls-like first-person shooter, but I don't say that just because the game is hard, but because you have to find the right flow of the game, play methodical, and not just rush it. You have to dance with your enemies to actually kill them. So don't let me saying that it's hard scare you off. You might actually find your methodical flow that I apparently did not. Now the standalone version is dropping sometime, but the demo for it is coming this October 27th. Now Twisted Tower here was one of the biggest surprises for me. A brand spanking new game that I had never heard of before, and not just that, the game actually looks really interesting and good. It markets itself as a Bioshock meets Willy Wonka. You know Willy, the guy with the gigantic chocolate factory? Yeah, that guy. And that marketing alone has me insta hooked for this game. Perfect combinations of settings set in a boomer shooter game. Yes, yes, and yes. Now the game, it never says that it is a roguelike, but I have to say that I am getting the feeling of that it is. Your goal is to climb the different levels of this tower to eventually reach the top and ask to marry the love of your life live on TV. And that's where the roguelite comes in. It's the perfect fit for one. Climb the tower's different levels until you reach the top. I mean, sure, it could absolutely work as a regular campaign mode as well, but I want to hear what you think. Are you hoping the game to be a regular campaign or a roguelite campaign? To me, the setting speaks for a roguelite. Aeon Fury Aftershock. If you're not 100% sure on what this actually is, I'll quickly share with you that this is a DLC for Aeon Fury, the most beautifulest build engine game that has ever been created. And not only that, it's a ton of fun as well. It's like playing the female version of Duke Nukem in a world full of interesting things to look and interact with. Oh yeah, and a ton of weapons and enemies for you to shoot. And oh, they almost actually shadow dropped it. I wonder why they decided to literally drop it one day after the event. I mean, it would have been so much cooler if they just shadow dropped it during the event. Now I haven't played Aftershock at the time of writing this script, as there still is a full day before it actually drops, but I will try my best to cover it in one way or another. The actual DLC, that is. But the news was that we are finally getting it on October 2nd for PC. Oh, good old Wizordum. I covered this game multiple times in different lists already, and it has had a demo out for quite some time now. But during Realms Deep, my friends, they announced a brand new demo. And just as with Aftershock, I have yet to play it, because I can't clone myself and do everything at once, but judging from the first demo, this game is fantastic. Just be prepared for some limited view and early 90s gameplay, with some modern twists here and there. Now if you're prepared for that, and don't expect a turbo overkill, then I almost dare to say that you will enjoy this game. Now a new demo was not the only thing this game brought to the table, and this is quite funny. I follow the game on Twitter and have for some time now, and just a couple of days before the Realms Deep, I saw Scott Miller, the founder of Apogee, asking in the comments of one of Wizordum's posts if the game was looking for a publisher. And alas, a couple of days later on the Realms Deep, Apogee logo is in the trailer. I mean, it's awesome news, I'm happy for the game, but it's also a little bit funny. Oh, one of my most anticipated games finally has a release date. It is quite the ways off until we can get our hands on it, but I'm happy. One of the most beautiful GC Doom games in existence is coming out this May of 2024. And I'm of course talking about Selaco, and I could not be happier. Now, if you haven't played a demo of this one, I highly suggest you do. Judging from the new trailer that we just saw, the game has a ton more to offer than what is shown in the demo, and the demo shows off quite a whole lot. Hold up, we actually have a release date for this? I mean, yes we do, and it is December 5th of 2023, and that is not far off. This time we get to jump back into Kingpin with an enhanced version. But wait, I don't know if it's just me here, but in the comparison picture here, I can hardly see any difference from the original. I mean, I expected it to look a bit more crisp with some improved lighting and other modern good stuff, and I hope it's due to the trailer and the footage shown here, meaning that we can see even more of a difference when we actually play the game, but only time can tell. At least we have a release date for it, and I know a lot of us are hyped for it. Some would say that this is the longest early access game in history. Some thought it was even abandoned. Others, I have no idea what they thought. But what I do know is that Wrath, Aeon of Ruin now has a final release date. And it is no other than February 27th of 2024. This is a super epic Quake-like game, just as it is, but the 1.0 will bring some more updates to the table, more than just the last episode. Now if they actually will improve the game or not, time will tell on February 27th. Cultic Interlude is a brand new update to Cultic owners. It's free and it brings with it a brand new campaign map showing off some of the things that will be in chapter 2, like new guns, features and usable enemy shields. Now as you all know, I still haven't actually played Cultic, but I'm happy to announce I have bought it, it is in my possession, and I will put up a stream the first time I'm jumping into it. So stay tuned for that. Oh, one of the most atmospheric games I've played in a while is also getting its 1.0 release. Graven is fully releasing on the 23rd of January 2024, bringing with it the last and final episode of the game and a whole lot more, like an overhaul to the overall world of the game, aiming to make it even more atmospheric, which has me really excited considering I believe that the atmosphere is one of the game's already strongest points. Now this massive update will change a lot to the game, meaning also that your current save files for the game will get corrupt and you will have to go at it from the start again. And if you decide to do that, I highly recommend doing it with a buddy. Try looking for one in the Discord linked in the description. Join the Discord now. Now here we have another one that is very playable solo, but most enjoyable with someone. This game also has the interest of a lot of the people in the Discord, so join it. I mean, I'm absolutely not trying to brainwash you into joining the Discord, no, but do join the Bratsky Boomer Discord right now. Okay, Ripout got a release date. A lot of the games here that was announced a long while ago is finally coming out, and Ripout is scheduled for 24th of October 2023, which is very soon and has me very excited. Now I recently played the demo with one of my mods, Maggot Brain, and of course I made a video of it, so go check that one out. You can find it easily in the channel or in the description of this video, I'll link it. And that playthrough and video of my friends was very fun, let me tell ya. It is very atmospheric, dark, gritty, I mean just as I like it, so I'm very excited for October 24. Now this one actually made me go like this. Oh, it's Prodeus! No way! Yep, this is looking pretty sweet. I mean, many say that Prodeus is what modern Doom should have been. I don't necessarily say that, as I like the modern Doom games, but this right here, this looks amazing and much like the modern Doom games, but with more nostalgic meets modern graphics. Now this looks crazy good if you ask me. Oh, and what is it you ask? Well, it is the new DLC for Prodeus, the Elder Veil, and it's releasing whenever it's ready, I guess. Meaning, we got no date for it yet. Now this, my friends, is a very interesting game indeed. It doesn't look all that much to the world, but it has an interesting concept going for it, with some unique feeling gameplay. And how do I know that? Well, it just had a demo that dropped, that you can go and play right now if you want to. And a release date to come with that, and it's coming fairly soon, on the 8th of November. Now I love when developers dares to do something unique that sticks out like this one does. It might not be the best thing I ever played, but it has its charm going for it, and I can't wait to explore it more in its full early access release. Sorceress is one that didn't take me by surprise, as I have known of this game for quite some time, but what it did was drop a demo and a Kickstarter. Now the demo surely took me by surprise. Not only is it pretty big for a demo, the game itself offers some really nice visuals with a ton of environmental interactions, details, puzzling and combat system that is really deep and fun to play with. I highly recommend you go give this one a spin and don't give up the first thing you do. It gets better as you go. Ooh la la, my father figure of a game just had a demo that dropped right before Realms Deep that I did play and stream, so go watch that. And it got a release date that really took me by surprise. I mean, it is coming as soon as October 19th. Now we had a few discussions regarding this in the Discord, and the conclusion we came up with is that Forgive Me Father 2 is dropping in early access, and that is how they managed to drop it, just 1.5 years after the first game dropped. Nonetheless, I'm super happy about it, as the first game is standing proudly in amongst my favorite modern boomer shooters. Oh yeah, we got a tease for Doombringer Episode 2, the long-awaited Episode 2. Now this is one game that deserves a lot more exposure than it currently has, so let me run down real quick a thing or two about it. Firstly, I have a review up on it that you should go and check out. Secondly, the game features a campaign mode that costs a few bucks, but it's good, trust me. I mean, it's good for both speedrunners, secret hunters, and just your average gamer like myself. And then it has a multiplayer that reminds me a lot of Quake 3, in other words, absolutely amazing, and that multiplayer is completely free. Now in the not so distant future, we will be hosting a community night where we get together and slay one another in this game, so go check it out right now and get prepared. Join the Discord to not miss the event. Oh, this just looks so dang beautiful. I still haven't made it further than halfway into episode 2 in Dusk, and now I got a reason to wait even longer before continuing. I mean, I own the game through GOG, and the trailer made me nervous that I wouldn't be able to play this HD version, as it really just is an official mod for the game. So what I did is I contacted New Blood and simply asked. The answer was that it is very much doable, even if you own the game through GOG, meaning everyone will be able to enjoy this. Now it's coming out around Dusk's 5-year anniversary in December, and they redid everything in the game. I mean, literally everything, which has me super excited to say the least. It feels like I traveled to hell and back thinking of how long I've been waiting for this updated Age of Hell demo to drop. But finally it's coming, and it's coming in soon. On the 24th of November, we will all be able to enjoy the public demo over at Steam. Now there is a demo available already over at itch.io, and it is pretty damn good if you ask me, but I'd still suggest waiting for this new one, as I have seen a thing or two from it, and it will truly be something extra. One of the smoothest modern Wolfenstein-like games around is getting its full 1.0 release in May of 2024. And with Wolfenstein-like, I don't mean it has anything to do with Wolfenstein, I mean it's a corridor shooter that you can play by only looking to the sides. That said, it has its fair share of open areas and things to explore. It also has a free demo out that you can test for yourself, and if you do, you will insta-feel what I mean with smooth game. Everything from the animations to the world just feels smooth and nice like butter itself. Now this, my friends, is a wonderful GC Doom game that offers an insane amount of variety in both its levels, weapons and enemies. And trust me when I say that there is not a dull moment in this game. There is always something new to see or look for, aka secrets. Now during Realms Deep, we got an updated demo on the game. Now I have already played the old one, so I'm excited to check out what the new one has in store for us. And by the way, the same thing goes for Relentless Frontier. Updated demo is out now. The creator of Project Downfall is coming at us with a brand new game, Unbroken, set to release in the 4th quarter of 2023, meaning sometime really soon actually. Now it looks to play somewhat like Project Downfall, like Hotline Miami but in first person, but Unbroken seems to take every aspect of Downfall and amp it up with destructible environments, interactive towns and a lot of exploration and atmosphere. Now I did actually quite enjoy Project Downfall, but in short bursts, and maybe this one will manage to hook me for long bursts. It looks promising at least. Okay, now this is a strange announcement, or I mean half of the announcement is strange. So Project Warlock 2 got Chapter 2 teased to us, but with no release date. However, an updated demo has now dropped, which is pretty cool. Now I have never played any Project Warlock yet, but I will soon, don't worry. Now to the strange part of this announcement, and that is that everyone, including me, in the stream thought that Project Warlock 1 was getting an update called Project Warlock Lost Chapters. It turns out that is not the case. It's a brand new Project Warlock game and not an actual update. I mean, it took some time to figure that out, and I find it a little weird considering they have not finished Project Warlock 2 yet. But hey, I'm no game developer, so how do I know if that stuff is good or not? Making a new game when you haven't finished the game that you're currently working on, but yeah, but there is a new Project Warlock game in the works. Now you know. Guys, thank you so much for watching this recap with me. You know I think you're amazing. Join the Discord, let me know which announcement was your favorite, what are you looking forward to the most, and whatever you do, don't miss these.